A fresh warning from Western intelligence could reshape the future of modern warfare, not on land, not at sea, but all the way in space. According to a report by the Associated Press, 2 intelligence services from NATO countries suspect that Russia is developing a new kind of anti-satellite weapon aimed directly at Elon Musk's Starlink network. The goal is simple, also dangerous. Reportedly to knock out the space advantage that has helped Kiev in the Russia-Ukraine war. This weapon is not a missile in the traditional sense. Intelligence findings seen by the Associated Press describe it as a massive cloud of tiny metal pellets, like shrapnel, that could be spread across the same orbit where Starlink satellites operate. Starlink satellites orbit our planet at about 550 kilometers above Earth. Thousands of them beam high-speed internet to Ukraine's military, government, civilians, especially where Russian strikes have destroyed the communication networks. Ukrainian forces relying on Starlink to talk to each other, guide the weapons, coordinate defenses. And according to the intelligence assessment, Russia views Starlink as a serious threat. And instead of targeting one satellite at a time, this new system would basically aim to disable many at once. That's how dangerous it could be. The pellets would be just millimeters wide, small enough to avoid most tracking systems, but potentially powerful enough to damage or destroy satellites on impact. But space is not empty, it is crowded. Experts are saying that flooding the orbit with debris could trigger uncontrollable chaos, damaging satellites belonging not just to the West, but also to Russia and China. Communications, navigation, weather monitoring, military systems could all end up bearing the brunt. Analysts are warning such an attack could backfire spectacularly. And Russia has publicly called for bans on weapons in space. President Putin has denied plans to deploy nuclear space weapons. But the Russian officials have repeatedly warned that commercial satellites aiding Ukraine could become legitimate targets, reportedly. This month, Moscow also announced the combat deployment of the S-500 missile system, the S-500 missile system, capable of hitting low-orbit targets like the Starlink satellites. Now, while the intelligence findings claim that the pellets could possibly be released from a formation of small satellites, the report does not actually say when or if this pellet-based system will be deployed. But it claims that the program remains in development and details remain highly sensitive. As more details emerge, the next battlefield may soon be circling right above our heads. India's most powerful rocket all set to roar once again. Tomorrow morning, Bahubali, the heavy lift launcher, will launch the heaviest satellite ever strapped to an Indian rocket into low Earth orbit. And this time, the payload is not just about space, it's about a direct shot at the multi-billion-dollar global launch market. Take a look.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The beast stands ready. India's LVM-3 rocket, towering against the Sriharikota sky, prepares to shatter its own records. It carries 6,100 kilograms of American ambition into the cosmos. Bluebird 6, the heaviest payload India has ever launched. The stakes couldn't be higher. 8 missions, 8 perfect launches. The LVM-3 has never failed. Wednesday's payload on ISRO's rocket is special. Bluebird 6 isn't just heavy, it's revolutionary. For using Starlink, one needs dishes and OneWeb demands special terminals. AST Space Mobile beams internet straight to the phone, already in your hand. No extra hardware, no ground infrastructure, just satellite speaking directly to smartphone. The American firm has partnered with 50+ mobile network operators serving nearly 3 billion subscribers. While the launch of Bluebird 6 is being carried out from Indian soil, such direct-to-mobile satellite internet services have not been approved by the Indian government. For ISRO, the launch means more than technical triumph. India storms into the commercial launch battlefield where SpaceX, Ariane Space and Roscosmos wage billion-dollar wars. The global space launch services market is expected to reach 60 billion by 2033. For ISRO, every kilogram lifted means revenue. Every successful mission builds reputation. America trusts India with its breakthrough technology. That trust speaks volumes. When Bahubali roars to life, flames illuminating the skies, India doesn't just launch a satellite. It launches a statement the world watches.
This is a mission that will last about 15 minutes, and in these 15 minutes the satellite will be placed in an orbit barely 510 kilometers above the Earth. This is an internet beaming satellite belonging to a company known as AST Space Mobile. In fact, the countdown for this mission began this morning. It's a 24-hour countdown, and this countdown will come to an end 8:55 a.m. Indian time on Wednesday, and that's when the rocket will blast off. From Chennai, Siddharth MP, WION World is One.
Does weight management have a quick fix? A tangible solution has always eluded us, it seems. This comes even as the WHO estimates indicate 2.5 billion overweight adults worldwide, which includes 890 million obese people. And now a paradigm shift may be on the cards. As a new pill hits the market soon, the US drug regulator has approved a pill version of the weight loss injection produced by the Danish pharmaceutical firm Novo Nordisk. In fact, the drug is aimed at reducing excess body weight and maintain long-term weight reduction in adults who are overweight or obese and have at least one weight-related comorbid condition. It is expected to be launched in the US in January 2026. Now, here's how this pill stands out. It contains 25 mg of semaglutide. While the injection we refer to had to be taken weekly, the pill has to be taken once every morning with a sip of water on an empty stomach. As per the estimates, it will cost $149 per month. The pill is easier to take effect as it protects the medication for 30 minutes in the gut. However, it also has similar side effects like the injection, including nausea and diarrhea. During the clinical trials of the drug, 1/3 of close to 1,300 participants reportedly experienced 20% or greater weight loss after 64 weeks. Overall, the pill showed an average weight loss of 16.6%. And this comes as a major boost for the US, as nearly 40% of American adults are obese. Moreover, a recent survey showed that 1 in every 8 Americans used anti-obesity injections. Zepbound, produced by US drug maker, is another weight management drug available in the market, and the company is also coming up with its anti-obesity pill. However, it is pending approval from the US drug regulator, reportedly. Prior to this, Novo Nordisk was undergoing a slight slump with sliding shares and slowing sales of its injection. The approval of this pill brought about positive news for the drug maker as its stock jumped 7.18% during the intraday trading session in Denmark today. Until now, the anti-obesity injections were out of reach for many as they cost over $1,000 per month. While the new pill promises a better future, it remains to be seen whether the drug can actually live up to its promise of efficacy and help address the obesity crisis. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.